Strider Squadron, proceed to runway. Sortie ASAP.
Our troops have engaged the Farbanti Reconstruction Park, Silver Bridge, and the submerged area. We need you to help our boys in those 3 locations. This'll end the war. It's time. Commence the operation. Our friends are waiting.
Lately, as your company commander, I felt some of you young bucks coming after my championship belt. You're really putting the pressure on me. So I think I'm gonna go out there and just to show you guys how it's done. I trust I can count on all you to keep up. Let's get out there, take care of business, come back in one piece.
Locked on.
Strider 1, return line is to the north. Head that way if you need to refuel. Good luck, everyone.
Count is back in the saddle of Cyclops 2. It's good to be flying with you again, partner.
Shoot. No, it's real funny.
Strider 1, the men below you are to secure the Silver Bridge, but they can't break enemy lines. We have aircraft in addition to you, but our numbers are less than ideal.
Missile.
3 strikes in the sky. Too bad for those guys.
Missile. Missile.
Enemy missile chasing me!
Missile. Missile.
I'm behind my target.
Strider 1, enemy behind you.
Missile. Missile.
Hostile behind me.
Hang in there. 3 strikes will be here soon.
Strike, breaking away. Bandit hit. Strike 2.
Missile. Missile.
Strider 3, Fox 2.
I'm trying to break it. Enemy sighted.
Missile.
Whistle away.
Missile. Missile.
Big shot.
Strike 1, attack miss.
Keep an eye on your radar. Only 1 missile and your history.
Missile.
Strider 1, target acquired.
Missile.
Enemy on your rear.
Missile.
9 for 1, welcome all support, especially from 3 strikes.
Locked on, you're mine. This.
Missile. Missile.
Get away from that missile.
Breaking hostile line.
Missile.
Baby, continuing attack.
Missile.
Cyclops 1, launching missile.
Missile.
The missile got through our ECM.
Missile.
Let me slide in on that tail.
Missile. Missile.
Forward, who's the foot on the deck?
Bandit acquired. Firing.
Strider 1, missile away.
Missile.
Friendly aircraft lost. Missile, evading. Breaking out of lock.
Strider 4, Fox 2.
We need more air support. Gotcha. We can't hold the bridge much longer without it. Call reinforcements! Damn it! Should have known it sooner!
Target is in range of guns. Target acquired.
Use your memory to beat back the enemy assault. Still in the fight. It's no use! We have to retreat! Bandit acquired. Firing. On my target's back. Time to punch through.
Enemy backup inbound. Forces are heading for 2 separate combat zones. We need to split our forces in 2 and meet both threats at once.
trigger, head for either area. Cyclops will take care of the other one.
Roger.
Dodge that missile. Okay, Trigger. The park is all yours. We'll deal with the other threat.
I'll show Raw how it's done.
Eliminated.
Our air support has stopped the enemy. Advance on the hospital.
Missile. Missile. Missile.
No more than 4 threats. Six things that pop up everywhere I look. We can't let the enemy take this position. Kill them all!
Caution. Missile.
Target acquired.
Missile.
Target locked.
Missile.
Warning! Missile!
Missile.
Roger. The park will be secured. You'll see big shots clear the way.
Just got target.
I know the feeling. Strider 1, rifle. Fox 2.
Alright, move around! Our real issue right now. They should have mentioned 3 strikes during the briefing.
Missile.
Grabbing a
Missile.
They're after me. I need cover.
Look at what's left of our forces. Down that 3 strikes.
Boy, am I glad 3 strikes is here.
Missile. Missile.
Enemy reinforcements on radar. Take them out.
Hostile forces moving near enemy HQ. We don't have enough units to hold them.
Split up. The longer this drags on, the greater our losses.
Roger that. HQ, we're rolling back. We don't stand a chance against their air support.
On your ground.
Missile.
Target acquired.
Gotcha. Fox 2. Charge. Tear down that barricade. Now, support teams, open fire.
Finish them.
Ammunition zero.
Special weaponry depleted. Target eliminated.
This is HQ. Do whatever it takes to defend that bridge. Network HQ, we need reinforcements at once.
Vehicle confirmed destroyed.
These guys just won't give up.
Caution. Pull up.
Strider 1 is down.
Our troops have engaged the Fravanti Reconstruction Park, Silver Bridge, and the submerged area. We need you to help our boys in those 3 locations. This'll end the war. It's time. Commence the operation. Our friends are waiting.
Lately, as your company commander, I felt some of you young bucks coming after my championship belt. You're really putting the pressure on me. So I think I'm gonna go out there and run up the score a little bit. Just to show you guys how it's done. I trust I can count on all of you to keep up. Let's get out there, take care of business, come back in one piece.
Evading missile.
Strider 1, return line is to the north. Head that way if you need any support. Good luck, everyone.
Fine, attacking. Count is back in the saddle as Cyclops 2.
Missile.
It's good to be flying with you again, partner.
Missile.
It's real funny.
Bandit down.
Evade, continuing attack.
Strider 1, missile away.
This is refueling. Evading missile.
Missile.
He dodged it.
Missile. Missile.
Missile hit.
Enemy's got a lock.
Missile.
Refueling. Enemy attack struck me. I'm still okay.
Strider 3, Fox 2.
Evade, continuing attack. Bandit acquired. Initiating attack.
forces are now moving to capture Farmati Reconstruction Park. They're already engaged with the enemy. It seems the enemy was fast to detect them. They can use some air support.
Missile.
Our air support is stopped the enemy. Advance on the hospital.
Missile.
Gotcha, pal.
Now the enemy's already down. That LRSSB is really something.
Missile.
Attack missed.
Anti-air gun eliminated.
Roger, the park will be secured. The OC and Big Shot cleared away.
I know the feeling.
Target acquired.
HQ, we're falling back. We don't stand a chance against their air support. Hold your ground.
Enemy backup inbound. Forces are heading for 2 separate combat zones. We need to split our forces in 2 and meet both threats at once.
Trigger, head for either area. Cyclops will take care of the other one.
Roger.
Okay, Trigger, Silver Bridge is all behind us. We'll deal with the other threat.
Breaking from enemy.
Let's go. Motion.
Wilco. That's something.
Strider 1, still away.
Missile.
We have him on the run.
Bandit under 6.
Missile.
This is Mike 1. Find my target.
Target is down.
Missile.
Fox 2.
Missile.
One more push out to do it. I can see the tide turning in our favor.
Careful. The road to the GPS to locate our right.
This is Salamander 6. I'm behind my target.
Enemy is locked on. Break away.
Fox 2. Fox 2.
Missile. 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 Missile.
Missile closing in on me.
Strider 1, Fox 2.
The harder the battle, the less likely it goes according to plan.
Target in gun range.
Careful. Enemy on your tail.
Missile.
Gotcha, pal.
Missile.
Behind the enemy.
Missile. Caution. Pull up. Missile. Missile.
That damage, but still blinking.
Enemy is locked on. Break away.
Missile.
Conditions keep changing.
Missile.
They have battle enemy.
Pull up. Missile. Missile.
Enemy's got locked.
Missile.
Need more air support. Can't hold the bridge much longer without it.
Missile. Missile. Missile.
Bandit behind you. Caution. Call reinforcements. Damn it. Should have known it sooner.
Missile.
Fox 2.
Missile.
Enemy's got a lock. Breaking.
Missile.
Miss.
Fox 2.
Pride, arrogance. Careful, they can turn the battle against us in a heartbeat.
Target was not struck.
They have a lock on me. Bandit has fired a missile. Right.
Missile. Missile. Missile.
I, for one, welcome all support, especially from Free Strike.
Enemy is locked
The
on.
enemy is worn out. This is our chance.
Missile.
I'm hit. I'm cleared. Well done, Bandit. Attack.
Missile.
Break!
Missile.
Bandit locked. Fatigue is starting to set in. Maintain your composure. We're almost through this. Breaking. Hostile has a lock.
Hostile confirmed destroyed.
Missile.
Target locked.
Missile.
I'm on it back.
Missile.
Enemy attack struck me. I'm still okay.
Missile.
Break!
Strider 1, missile launched.
Bandit hit. Enemy missile detected. Disable them. They'll crash on their own.
Missile.
Target was not struck.
Missile.
Strider 1, watch your tail.
Missile.
You're mine. How did that miss?
Missile.
Strider 1, warning,
Missile.
missile. The enemy has escaped. Yeah, that's the ticket. Show the enemy what kind of surprise we've got waiting for him. Enemy missile breaking. It's no use. We have to
Stall
retreat.
warning. Stall warning.
Warning, enemy has a beat on you.
Missile. Missile.
Enemy reinforcements on radar. Take them out.
Missile.
Hostile forces moving near enemy HQ. We don't have enough units to hold them.
Split up. The longer this drags on, the greater our losses.
Roger that.
The comms are full of requests for help from friendlies. Our occupation of Frabanti could be in jeopardy now.
This is the start. There are small boats hiding in the ruins. Take them out before they can approach the fleet. Sink every last one of the enemy ships.
Don't let them any closer.
The missiles have got a lot of armament.
That area's all yours, Strider. Back up the op squadron in the submerged area.
Missile.
Missile inbound. Bang!
Missile.
5 minutes remaining.
Missile. Caution. Collapse.
Target is eliminated.
Missile.
Our tanks and combat vehicles are knocked out. These mostly fall into the Army's air support.
Missile. Enemy
Strider 1, AA gun destroyed.
Fall back 900 yards.
Maintain
Three strikes.
back to resupply.
Strider 1, this is Control Tower. Strider 1, this is Control Tower.
Finish them.
Yes, they're reluctant to make their move, even though we're still recovering from the last battle. Broadcasters, this is Wave 1. We'll handle the rest.
All aircraft, move on to assist other units.
Thanks, LRSSG. We'll take it from here.
It's a big maze.
We've got flies buzzing around our heads. Don't take your eyes off them.
Strider 1, Fox 2. Missile evaded.
On my target's back. Time to punch through.
Eyeball to Tucker 2-4. Requesting fire for raid. Coordinates 2294-5002. Target is enemy MBT formation. Fire for effect with your strongest round.
3 minutes remaining. We've spotted enemy backup. Check your radars.
Copy. Trigger. It's about time we finished up here and helped other allies in trouble.
You don't need to try and target every enemy. Just keep your focus. Take one down, then move on to the next.
I'll
Our allies aren't advancing as we hoped.
Missile.
This isn't good.
Trigger. Like he did a real number on
Get
the
the
enemy.
areas where the enemy forces are thickest.
I'm on the Tucker 2-4. Bracketing is complete. Fire for effect.
Target acquired.
Roger. Change firing data. Azimuth 2870, elevation 237. Prepare the volley. Fire. This is the amphibious command ship Ptarmigan. The enemy ships in this area are part of the sunken ruins now.
Missile.
Landing party is on its way to HQ.
Missile.
And impact. Tucker 2-4. No easy on our eardrums that time. Thanks for the fire support.
Missile.
Strider 1, target destroyed.
Missile. Missile.
Target in gun range. Enemy has a lock on you.
Missile. Missile. Missile.
Okay, Commander, down!
Locked on target. Commander behind you.
Missile. Missile.
There's no way we're pulling back now. If they take our headquarters, we're finished.
Strider 1, Fox 2.
Powerful AA defensive to the AO. Coordinates Tango 2-8, Lima 3-9. Where's an AA? No, on Seaway. Protecting the defensive.
Just keep coming.
Missed it. Seaway shot my missiles out before it reached. I'm being targeted from the ground facility. Taking fire! Taylor, the enemy has a new AA defense system in the AO.
Strider 1,
The enemy's
man
bound to put up
splash.
quite a fight to defend this last fortress.
Special delivery. 30 seconds remaining. Your air support considerably weakened organized resistance from the Erusian army. Operation nearly complete. Just need to see it through.
Understood.
Understood.
All right.
Understood.
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 Missile. 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 Missile.
Keep firing while on the move!
Missile.
Enemy is fled.
All aircraft, listen carefully. This is Lancaster. We have the upper hand. The enemy headquarters is almost ours. Operation to eliminate all enemy satellites also underway. All going according to plan. The end of the war is in sight. Think of something you'd like to eat, guys? Because I'm buying.
Roger that.
Man, don't jinx us.
Ah, you're right. New bogies. No, 5 Su-30s inbound.
It's Mr. Rex.
What's going on here? I don't believe it. We've just lost ship 3 and 4. We're taking heavy damage. It's like this monster is toying with us out there. We've got to do something.
LRSSG, we have an emergency order from Mission Command. Bring down Mr. X. I know it's a tall order, but HQ wouldn't ask if they didn't have faith in you.
There they are. It's the snowbirds. The 2 leaders are at a different level. But don't underestimate the rest of them either.
Missile.
This should prove to be fun. What do you mean? It's just like you say. The enemy has experienced fighters in their midst.
Damn. These lackeys fly like champions.
Time for a quick hit and run.
Missile launched.
This ship is stuck. Single fighter coming back around.
Don't let Mr. X run wild. Friendlies are suffering heavy damage.
Attack missed.
Missile.
Fox 2.
Missile. Missile.
Enemy's got a lock.
Missile.
Enemy on my tail.
Missile.
Mr. X is eating through the Osean forces.
No. Who are these guys?
Missile.
Get away from that missile.
Missile.
Locked on. me. I need cover.
Missile.
We're stuck soon after. That's the last we heard.
Not long before our forces are routed.
Locked on, you're mine.
Call in our air support ASAP. Yes, I'm talking about them.
Cyclops, Strider, stop Mr. X.
Fox 2.
Behind the enemy. Fox 2.
Yes,
Cyclops 3. I've been hit. I gotta eject.
Taking out one. Cyclops 3 has bailed out safely. Don't worry, he's gonna make it. Listen, Trigger, real talk. We keep this up, someone's not gonna home. I'll act as a lure. Meanwhile, you shoot down Mr. X.
What?
Missile.
Alright, he grabbed the bait. Time to take him for a ride. Enemy on your rear. Hey, this is one stubborn bastard. He's on my tail, but he won't fire. Wait for the perfect shot, eh? Sorry, stranger. My boys will let you have it.
Enough with your air show, Wiseman. You're pushing it.
Target is hit.
Oh, Cam, that's sweet. I never knew you cared.
Missile.
We're all grown up. I'll even let the wisecrack slide.
Hey, I'm being serious here.
Target is hit.
Nice, flying. Give him one more.
Locked on, you're mine.
Taking fire.
Missile. Missile.
Missile inbound. Missile inbound.
Missile.
You're quite the entertainer, but the show's over with this next shot. Wasn't a bad pilot.
Wiseman, missile closing.
I'll keep him on me. Just a bit longer.
Shit. Cyclops 1 is down.
Cyclops
Wiseman, eject already, Wiseman.
I'm sorry, Count. This plane exploded.
Wiseman, stay strong. We're not done here.
Missile.
Cyclops 2, you've got the lead. Wiseman, shit.
Missile.
Negative, Cyclops 2, you're the lead. I can't do it. Trigger should take command. The duty is yours. That's impossible. Do it. Damn it.
Stall warning.
Cyclops 4, form an element. We need our top gun if we're gonna take out that bastard.
Missile.
Luku count.
Missile. Missile.
Damn, I can't seem to find an opening.
Missile.
Target acquired.
Missile.
Missile hit.
Good job.
Missile.
Damn.
Now go finish the job.
Get Mr. X, Trigger. Shoot it down, Trigger. You can do it. In fact, you're the only one who can. My radar suddenly turned off.
What is it? Respond.
My data won't update.
My HUD is
Damn
glitching
it.
out.
What was that?
I've lost radar contact. What's up?
Look at the sky. Towards the sun.
What is that?
A star? No. Maybe an explosion?
This is Soul Squadron. Head home. It's not safe to stick around here if we lose our base.
Listen up. We've just lost our real-time connection with Mission Command. It's not just Mission Command. I'm not getting any response from outside our LOS. Brabanti's now under OCN control. The operation was a success. We didn't get the orders that should have come after the operational success. We'll guide you to the scheduled airport. All aircraft, leave this airspace immediately.
Negative. They've got a debt to pay.
Count, we all feel the same way.
Shit.
So Wiseman died for nothing.
This is a peacekeeping force forward base near Erusian territory. Other Allied aircraft have probably been forced to make emergency landings at other airfields. We don't know much. The mission to capture the capital is nearly complete. but we unfortunately have no intel. The enemy communication satellites are down, and we have confirmed the deaths of several Erusian leaders. But our enemy was smart. They had a similar plan. Our own communication systems were destroyed at approximately the same time. We have no idea when or if they'll come back online. Stand by for further details.
As far as the chaos we find ourselves in these days, it's difficult to say which side pulled the trigger first. Erusia deployed an automatic intercept system with drones. Osea implemented long-range attacks to bypass them. So Erusia decided to sabotage Osea's communications and navigation technology. Erusia couldn't launch a satellite themselves, but they were still able to hack the software of the Osean transmission and navigation systems. Before Osea even noticed, half of their satellites were hijacked. That's when things got ugly. In an attempt to knock out each other's capabilities, both forces launched fighters loaded with anti-satellite missiles at the same time. Only military satellites were targeted. However, their destruction created a debris field in orbit, which wiped out scores of other satellites, both private and government-owned. What kept the world relatively sane up to that point had been free-flowing data and information. But now, those were gone. All that remained was chaos and confusion. Government and civilian broadcasts and transmissions were cut off. The flow of information had ceased. Forces on both sides of the conflict now found themselves unable to communicate with their superiors. Many of the smaller countries annexed by Erusia and yearning for their independence seized the opportunity and started their own uprisings. As for why some of Osea's military decided to break off from the main force and continue on their own, I have no idea. Perhaps there was some sort of dispute over the chain of command. The continent that had once seen wars that were only fought between Osea and Erusia was now full of numerous conflicts between rival leaders vying for power. Insurgencies were everywhere. I even heard a rumor that a group of Osean convicts had rebelled. Rumors. It never ceased to amaze me that even at a crazy time like this, something as trivial as a rumor could find its way here. Communications from corporate were cut off. Apparently, the entire computer network was down. It was a wise decision to make our drones autonomous with AI instead of being radio-controlled. Wise and forward-thinking. Even with their GPS offline, they can still use their sensors to navigate as long as they're working properly. I'm sure the drones are still working perfectly, following their mission orders to the letter. I wish I could upload Mihai's new data to them. But without a connection, I can't upload the software to the active drones. The new ones we're making, though, there should still be enough time to upgrade those before they're activated. I'll be taking the data I've acquired away from the front lines now. Oh, and I'll be taking the girls, too. I told my assistant Masa it was time to get Mihai's granddaughters ready to leave here. She's not much older than the girls, but she has a way about her, and I'm sure she won't have any trouble with them. I saw a plane flying off in the distance. I imagine it was looking for a safer place. The plane had a rose emblem on it.
Erusia's communication networks have been down since their satellites were destroyed. Unfortunately, we are experiencing trouble too. All of Erusia has been affected, and we don't know when things will be back up and running. We're not even sure if this is Erusia's doing. Still, we will follow the strategy that was originally planned and move on to the next operation after liberating Farbanti. Let's get to it. Since the war began, we've been receiving communications in secret from an officer in the Erusian army.
With the capital under our control, Erusia's radical element is losing support quickly, affecting the balance of power.
HQ is thinking of using the military officer as a way to gain leverage to settle peace negotiations. The officer is currently hiding in the outskirts of Anchorhead Bay, having joined up with support dispatched from the Osean army. The plan is that they'll take a standard vehicle to a rendezvous point at a harbor in the east part of the city, where a helicopter will be waiting.
I would like the new Strider Squadron to provide escort for the officer. Cyclops will remain at the base on standby to serve as defense.
With the communication network currently down in the capital, I very much doubt Erusia will be able to mount a regimented counterattack. However, it is likely that Erusia's intelligence department and the remaining forces who are aware of the officer's movements will interfere. Keep a close eye on the officer and make sure he stays safe. Our victory in Farbanti has given us a golden opportunity to finally end this war. Be safe out there.
Take note that our satellite-based IFF has become unreliable following the recent communications failure. As such, target ID will be done by processing the images from the infrared cameras on your aircraft. Objects will initially appear as unknown on your HUDs, but will be ID'd once you close in on them for a set period of time.
Strider Squadron, you're cleared to taxi.
To the unidentified Osean craft, this is Captain Carl of the Osean Army. Are you here for the escort? You're not the squadron I was expecting. Are you really friendlies? Over.
This is Longcaster. Airborne warning and control system for the Osean Long-Range Strategic Strike Group. Captain Carl, they're on our side.
And those two pilots we've heard about must be here too.
Okay, I hope you're right. Longcaster, are all of these really unknowns?
It's a state of civil... war. The Erusian army is fighting itself. There's no guarantee the Oseans won't shoot us in this confusion.
We'll image process the unknowns caught in your cams to identify friend or foe. The process will be faster if you get a close-up well
We just run if they shoot us, right?
Affirmative. Always identify